Howdy, howdy. I forgot to do this. Hold on. Sorry about the bangs. Forgot to clamp my microphone. There, that's better. Hi. This is Sandy with Needs a Ribbon, and we are here for Let's Kit Together. No kitting around in this case. Hopefully, oh god, that does show. Okay, yeah, that looks a little better. You don't need to see that ring light thing the whole time. Yeah, that's better. Anyway, this is Sandy with Needs a Ribbon, and we're here for another edition of Let's Kit Together, where we put our kits together. And you can either follow along and do the kit that I'm going to do, or work on your own kits. Just listen to the soothing sounds of my very congested voice. Just kidding. Nobody needs that in their head. Or whatever, or just work on your own stuff. This is just an opportunity for us to craft together, and I like to do it by working on kits. It kind of forces me to put my own kits together. That's part of what started this. So let's get started. This is one that I've had to move multiple times, and we're doing it tonight. It is the June 2023 Welcome in Paper Pumpkin. And see, I even put a note that it's happening on that date no matter what. That is my commitment. And if you've tuned into my previous other Let's Kit Togethers, is I do not open the kits. I don't really peek much. This one's been around long enough that I've seen sneak peeks, but only sneak peeks. So I really don't entirely know what I'm getting into. But I open it with you. Again, this is just one way that we can all kit together. And I do know that this one had an add-on buy-on, and I believe that is completely gone. It is the Welcome In dies, and I brought some paper in case there's time, and I still have a little voice left. Again, if you caught my stream yesterday, wow, that is a tiny feeling. I didn't look to make sure that they actually included them. Oh, yep, they're there. They're there. That's not opening. Wow, those are tiny. That is a tiny die set. That is the additional, I think they're like $6, $7, something like that, add-on. So if you have those, yay, good for you. You got them. I try and grab add-ons, but so this is our stamp set. Fun in the sun. Well, make your coordinating card set with the Welcome In Suite and the Welcome In add-on. That's the dies. And this was July. We've already done July. If you follow along, this is a stamp set that is for this week, or this month, back in June, so long ago. It has a great kind of mixed floral image, this beautiful vase, some kind of flower. It says friend. I assume that's to be a stem. You're invited. Thank you for your hospitality and welcome. So some just great basic greetings. Don't forget, these stamp sets you can add to your collection. Look at how pristine that tissue paper is. Ooh, makes me not want to rip it. Oh, I'm gonna rip it. I actually save the tissue paper and use for other things. I seriously do. I break when I'm done with the kits. I should do a video on that sometime. To see what I do, and maybe that will help others. What I do with when I am done, I can actually do that in the next week. Maybe I'll pop on and do that when I'm feeling better and all of that. Honestly, my nose is running, and I just have your typical fall cold, but it's gross. So, go away. Actually, let me open this up so I can toss. I don't have a very big table where I do this at. I think it's only 27 inches this way by 47, I think. But half of it is filled up with stuff that needs attention. Anyway, this is our kit. Okay, I did not see this. I did not. I thought it was all blues. This coordinates with our annual catalog. Can't look it up because I don't have one within reach, I don't believe. The paper. Country Inn. Coordinates with Country Inn. Does it say that in here? It does. Coordinating Country Inn suite. That's in the main catalog, which I have gone through almost an entire pack of that paper. I've ordered a second pack when we had a DSP sale recently. That paper is beautiful. Goes with just about every blue we have. Not all of them, but a lot. Yeah, we are live. I had a moment of panic that I'm talking to no one and I hadn't hit the go live button. Oh, the wonders of not feeling well. Yeah. Trying to get my instructions out. Those are beautiful. Okay, so that really does match the Country Inn the DSP pattern paper. That's beautiful. Oh, okay. Yep. Seeing fun there. For those that have to not put their kits together the way that they are intended, by all means, knock yourself out. Is there any even, okay, so I'm going the wrong way. So I like to look at, if you've followed along before, I like to look at this first, and then I like to flip it over and take a look at the kit contents and the colors and stuff. So the 9 cards and envelopes, so must be 3 each of 3 designs. My guess is yes, by the printed card layers there. And the colors are Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, and Old Olive. And I just realized why this kit was delayed, because normally I like to do them close to when I receive the pumpkin, because we didn't get it before we took off on a long vacation. That's why it got delayed, and then I just couldn't fit it in. That's okay. Yeah, see, we've got the dies. You guys, think about the possibilities. Endless. And so here's some ideas already. I always recommend going to Pinterest or Stampin' Up's Paper Pumpkin fan page, where you'll find some great alternates. If you didn't know it, the Paper Pumpkin Home Office crew holds a once a month live where they show what other demonstrators have done with the kit. And so make the kit work for you. If you're one that likes to, I like to put it together as is. For me, it's just that one time a month where it's just easy. That's all. And I'm opening my ink spot. So, our ink spot's Night of Navy. I didn't even say that. And this is the most dangerous part, always of my week. I know there are better ways, but I just can't seem to learn. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. So I like to, it's perforated. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Forget it. I'm just going to cut it anyway. There goes my voice already. Wow. Put that lid back on. And don't forget, you can use one of our ink refill bottles and keep this going forever. I will always recommend a bigger ink pad, but should budget and space be an issue, or you like portability, use these. Sorry about that. And actually my Stanley cup almost matches. It's kind of a navy. Oh Lord. Everything's color coordinating this month. So I'm going to go ahead and pull our kit contents out. Doesn't look like there's ribbon, so I probably won't need scissors beyond the opening of the little ink spot. So I'm going to put those aside so I don't stab myself. Just a thought. Beautiful envelopes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's the back side. Okay. So this is what they look like. And then the flap is that beautiful countryside in paper. So if you don't have the paper and like the looks of this, and that's a boho blue, so we get printed envelopes, you can always hack this apart and use this as paper and just send the card out in a white envelope. I will hold on to one of these and put the rest aside. Again, space is at a premium right now. It's temporary. And I like to then next make our little piles. Oh, are these our card bases? Okay, hold on. So for the card one, oh, okay, hold the phone. So this is card one. We need this printed almost a toile look with this layer. Put this aside somewhere. Put this aside. We will need this. It comes with we'll need one of these little vases. I'm just going to go ahead and punch out the stack of 3 already. So, do we get extras in this kit? Almost looks like it. We'll see at the end, because I've thought that recently and turns out, haha, fooled you. But I'm only going to make one of each card. So I don't know why but yeah, I would make piles. I'm only going to do one of each during this class. I just don't have the voice to stick it out all 3. So we need those pieces. And we need some Calypso coral something must be in here. So we don't need that card. Oh! So here's our pre-printed little flag somethings. So we need one of these Calypso coral flags. You'll need one for each card. Don't bury my... So these are the pieces that we'll need for card 1, it looks like. Yep. Okay. So we need the stamp. Thank you for your hospitality. And remember, you don't have to use what they say. You can certainly use... I forgot to bring one of my blocks. That's one thing I did forget. Let's see if I can magically reach while I keep you holding. Whew. Hold on. Don't want you to have to hear me rummaging around in my magic box of tricks. Well, hopefully this one will be big enough. Sorry about the banging. Oops. Yeah, real sorry about that. So, yeah, you don't have to use them. You could certainly use your own greetings too. I like what we have. I will always show you how to put the kit together the way that is written. That is just what I do. Okay, and that's my little line-up tip. And then I always prime it. Sticky, pretty much gone. Okay, so we need to stamp. Now we got our stamp set up. We need to grab this piece, move everything out of the way, and we're going to stamp "Thank you for your hospitality" on the bottom of this piece. This kit is beautiful. Like I said, I really love the paper though. So you want more and make this kit really work for you? Look at the Country Inn Suite. Country Inn Suite. Words are special. In the annual catalog, I don't remember the page. It stamps beautifully too. Put that aside. I always clean my stamps after. And yes, there is a paper pumpkin block that you get in your first paper pumpkin kit. If it's an all-inclusive non-paper pumpkin kit, they will always include a block. My blocks that I have here are actually elsewhere right now. Put that aside. So we've done our stamping, step 1. Step 2, we need to take our tear and tape and run it down the back side of our Calypso Coral flag piece. So here's our tear and tape. And part of why I do these kit togethers, if you're new around here, is because we have wordless kits. And it can be, unless you have a degree in map cryptography, basically, it can be interesting to try and decipher what their meaning is. So now we have this, which, yep, that's what I thought. So that's the tear and tape symbol. This is usually like the dimensionals, they're foam strips, because I've done enough of these kits. So this is our little foam strip. We get 2 different sizes. Oh, that's new. So we get the little ones, and then we get some longer ones. So we use 2 little ones and 2 long ones. There again, take some map reading skills, we'll call it. And let me know if this is your first time watching a Let's Kit Together. And if you'll come back. I hope you do, because I do them fairly frequently, and I always do the paper pumpkin kits, and I also do the other kits that we offer. I don't think I've missed a kit yet since I started doing these. That's not to say I've always done them. This is newer, last year and a half. I usually do them on Thursday nights at 6:30 Central Time. Put our adhesive over here. Okay, so we're ready. So step 2, put all our adhesive on the back. And then it looks like they want us to go ahead and lay those down on our card base, which I did not. I like to do this with our printed stuff. Fold it outward and then fold it inward. It's not really the terminology, but that's so pretty though. Look at that. Ah, I'm in love. Okay, so step 2, we need to go ahead and they want us to put this down. So release the backing on that tear and tape. And I generally like to line up. I use grid paper for a reason. I use that 8-inch mark as my center. That's just what works for me. So this is about 1 inch wide. It's handmade, so if it's a little off, might be a little crooked. Actually, I don't know if it is. Not really. Maybe about a 32nd of an inch. Nothing super noticeable. And they want us to release the backing on this dimensional tape. It is dimensional material, just cut in strips. Make sure we put our flowers toward the top of our card. Yeah, it is a little crooked. I bet I can't get it up. It is bugging me. Nope, we're good. We're just gonna roll with that. It's okay. It's handmade. Handmade, homemade. So we're gonna want to, according to our picture, put it toward the top or center it. Nope, no, toward the bottom. You kind of center those little, that is an oblong hexagon, isn't it? Like that? Yes. That is down. Next up, we need to put some, so step 3, we're moving on. We need to put some more of our little short dimensional tape underneath the vase, going widthwise, they say. God, we're almost done. Wow, this is, okay. They did a lot of the work for us. That's part of why I like these kits. Okay, so we want to put this down so the stems of our flowers are hidden. I would say add more dimensional tape, but I don't know how much we're going to need. So at this point, I'm going to say no. And I guess I will use my scissors or my take your pick tool. Not mandatory that you have a take your pick tool, but it does help. So we need to add 3 of our little embellishments, Night and Navy little enamel dots that come with our kit. Yep. Sometimes if my fingers are long enough, I can just pick them off the sheet too. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. So there's card 1. That was really easy, guys. Ladies, gentlemen, whoever, audience. So let's move on. We'll set that aside. Card 2. Actually, I wouldn't mind if the kit was a little easier. Just given my voice. Okay, so we need to line up our, we're going to stamp the vase. So we need to mount that. I think I'm going to do my little trick to make sure it's square on my block. Oof, no. Okay, we're going to have to use the block that way because I don't have the right size block. And that's okay. Yep, I went quiet there. Prime our photopolymer the first time. Okay, sticky's gone. And what are we stamping? Are we stamping? Holy heck, we're stamping directly on there. Okay. Let me pull out our pieces. Yep. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Sorry, I'm reaching across. So we need to gather our supplies. We'll need this card base, Calypso Coral. Oh, same print. Yes, they have this in boho blue and the various shades of blue in the country and in sweets, and this time it's in Calypso Coral. Oh, I almost like it better in this. That's really cute because Mr. Fox is not blue. So we'll need this piece. We'll need to pull. Let's go take a look. We'll need, remember you'll have to do these 3 times, so it looks like we'll need, we actually stamp it on the base. Okay, that actually gives me some relief. So we need everything from one of these sheets. Good to know. So we'll need this whole sheet. I think they're giving us extra bases is what they're implying, because there's 3 per sheet. So we need Hello Friend. So we don't need to stamp that. And we need sorry about the voices in the background. There are occupants in the house. Okay, so we'll need our card base, this Calypso Coral dots, this vase, and the Hello Friend for card 2. Okay, let's roll. We're going to put aside the base. We're going to put aside all of that for the moment, and we want one of these white bases. And we're going to ink it up. And make sure you get this super inky so you get a full image. And I'm actually going to do a test run just to make sure, because photopolymer can be touchy. Yeah, let's just prime it a little bit more. You see what I mean? I mean, the dot look is cool, but I'd like that's looking better. I'd like it to look a little more solid. And don't forget, if you're having problems with your photopolymer, we have foam mats. Yeah, that when it starts to bubble like that, it's repelling the ink. Do you see that? It really should be washed or scrubbed or roughed up. That's bothering me a little bit, and it's also a teaching moment. And we do sell these foam mats for photopolymer, should you be having image problems. Here's a really old dried up mat, but we'll give it a whirl and see if we can get some better imaging out of this. We'll see how this goes. I'm not saying my stamp is defective. I think it just needs a little finessing. And make sure you are matching your right sides up to. Wow, that is really hard to see then. And I'm gonna. Do you see how that's bubbling off? Yeah, I know there are things you can do, and I don't want to take a whole lot of time to play with this tonight. But washing, scrubbing. Again, these photopolymer stamps come with some kind of finish on them, just the way they're made. Hopefully I'm pretty close on there. Okay, looks like I did pretty good. We're gonna, there we go. How'd it look? It's good. On my subsequent cards, I'm going to take this off because I don't think we need it anymore. Again, I'll wash it later, but I would like to play with that and see if I can get that a little bit better. So that's step one. Step two, we need more of our dimensional tape, so we'll bring that back over. We're going to put some dimensional tape on the frame, the hexagon, oblong hexagon Calypso Coral polka dot frame. That's a long name. That's my name for it. Okay. So you'll do this 3 times. So you use the 2 long pieces on the long sides, and now you grab your short pieces and add them to. Actually, is that a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's an octagon. Fine. Someone's probably typing going, Sandra, it's an octagon. I know. We'll blame this head cold that I can't count. Oblong octagon. Ugh, that'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, and the other issue, okay. The other issue, and now we have a die with this too, is that this printed paper is not cardstock. It's actually a printed paper, and I know from other jobs I've had in my life that they often have a mild coating on them, and that can also sometimes repel ink. So if I really wanted this to be perfect, I could take the die add-on, the Welcome In die add-on that I purchased, and cut them out and stamp and just do it that way. So there's several ways to skin this cat. So we need to bring in our Terran tape, it looks like, for step 3. I'm not going to do it in their order. They want us to put this on now. I think I'm going to put the Terran tape on the back side of this piece now, just because that way I know I can firmly press it down. So slight alteration, and that's another reason I do these kit togethers, is I look at the instructions and I sometimes think, you know what, there are slightly better, easier ways Do you see how I can then smooth that down, flip it over, and now attach this? So just a slight modification of the instructions. Have a garbage can nearby. Oh, and for a couple of my Let's Kit Togethers recently, I'd moved my garbage can, and yeah, that left a small mess, because I like to keep one right to the right of my chair where I just reach over and dump all those little pieces of garbage. Okay. I'm trying to decide, and before I do this, I'm going to just tell you my thinking. Is it going to be easier to lay this on here? Actually, you know what's going to be even easier? Because white on white. Lay this on here. That way you can see your edges better. There's our solution. So lay it on something darker. That shows a little bit. That's fine. That's actually really good. Little flub in the cutting there. So there. So that's step 3 partial. We need to bring in, flip our vase over, and we're going to add a dimensional strip to the back of that, and tear and tape to the back of our Calypso Coral Hello Friend. And okay, so we just go ahead and put it all together, it looks like. So remember to get a good crease, especially since I don't often bring a bone folder to these kit togethers. Make sure your card base is the right side up. Flip this over. Let's release that backing. And I'm going to use my grid paper, and my 8-inch mark is my center. There. Now we can put our vase down. That's honestly the first time I've had problems with one of these kit photopolymer stamps. So I kind of want to play with that. That's bugging me a little bit. And we put this over. Then our final step 4 is to bring in our enamel dots. And we are only, okay, 1, 2, 3. You see that? 1, 2. We're done 2 cards already. This kit goes together very fast. Looks more complicated than, or more, it's very efficient. It looks fancier than it is just because of all the printed paper. And yes, I can see that that is slightly crooked. That's fine. It's homemade. It's beautiful anyway. I think it's just going to be one of those days. Card 3. We are moving on, people. Oh, that's why we need more vases. Look at that. Okay. So we need one of the white blank vases for this one. We need to mount up this piece, mixed floral. God, this goes so well with that kit and the suite in the catalog. Just beautiful. This will go really well. You could make your own paper basically from like what's in the catalog. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to do, since there's 2 things to stamp I see, we're going to do one because we only got 1 block. stamp across the bottom. I'm going to do this at an angle. Yeah, I like that at an angle. I really do. We need to mount up welcome for our next trick. And the welcome is pretty tiny. Look at that. I can't tell if it is at a slight angle, possibly. Okay. So we need our pieces for this card. We need the Knight of Navy printed base. We need one strip of our balmy blue pennant flag type things. And we need one of these with the, I don't know if that's Crushed Curry or Daffodil Delight. I can't remember what the colors of the kit are. And we need that piece. That piece. You need, nope, not this piece. I see it. Y'all are probably way ahead of me. Or did I use the wrong? Nope, there it is. We need one of this. Well, 3, you know, one for each card. We need this piece and we need this piece. Okay, so they don't give us extras. Kind of yes, kind of no. Is that it? That's it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp my welcome on this label in my Knight of Navy. Okay. And yes, they want it centered. There we go. I think we're done stamping. I'm going to put this all aside so I don't get inky all over. And so step 1, get our stamping done. Step 2, we've gathered our pieces. We need to put some tear and tape on the back of this. Two strips. Well, I went a little bit long there, but that's okay. That's the beauty of tear and tape. We need tear and tape on the back of the balmy blue strip. Okay, that's it for step 2. So they want us to go ahead and lay those pieces down, which means we can either leave our card flat and work from there, but it's usually easier to get that crease a little more finesse before you have elements that stick out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and release the backing on this piece, that hexagonal layer. I guess I didn't even really realize, I never counted the size on those dies that come in the catalog with this suite, that they are hexagons. My old math teacher, should he still be alive, is probably like geometry especially. You're no better. Okay, looks pretty good. We need to put our balmy blue little pennant piece down, release the backing on that. And hopefully you're keeping up or catching up, or can come back and watch later. So come up with that a little bit above. That looks good, actually. Okay, so that's step 2. Step 3, we need to add dimensional stuff to the back of the printed vase. So we'll grab 2. 1 to the back of the greeting label and the printed vase as such. And we're going to put tear and tape on the back of these 2 pieces because they go flat. So flip those over, a little bit of tear and tape across them. Actually, may have made that a little bit too long, so we won't waste that tape. We'll just stick it down there. Okay, so we've got tear and tape on the back of those. So I just went ahead and did step 3 and step 4 tape. So step 3, we go back and we're going to put our elevated elements down. So put our navy vase, which is beautiful. Actually, they put the welcome first. So kind of centered. So it just kind of goes above. I'd put it so that daffodil or curry, that yellow line, lines up at the top of that. That looks like what they're going for if you need something to eyeball to lay it down. And now put your navy vase down. Yeah, that's twisting a little bit. That's okay. Like that. And step 4, we've already put our tape on the pieces, so our stamped one goes, tuck that under. I would put it so it just, I see why they had you put this stuff first so you'd understand placement, but what I would do is, if I were to make more and when I make more, I wouldn't put the adhesive down. I would just set it down and lay these first and then do the release backing and put the navy vase on. Okay, now we just need to add some doodads. Where did our doodads go? There they are. So we need to add 3 navy, so 1 to here, 1 to here, and 1 up here. Okay, that is it. That actually is a pretty easy kit. Let's take a look, see how we did. We actually ended up using all but just a few stamps, so that's cool. So here's card 3, card 2, and card 1, and the envelopes. So, oh, this is a beautiful kit. I say that every time, don't I? Probably. But it really is. So that one goes like that, actually. But I love this suite, though, too. So, there is our welcome in kit. And don't forget, I'm not going to pull out my machine. I'm going to sign off here in a minute because my throat hurts. And here is our welcome in dies. And that will allow us to cut out, look at that. We get to cut out our own vase. Ah, that's so sweet. And the flower, which cuts out this flower. And then just some leaves. Oh, that's going to be fun. Anyway, I hope you have fun with that. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's Let's Kit Together. And that you were able to keep up or come back and see how that goes. I'm not even going to try. It's beautiful. I mean, it really is very versatile too with the greetings. So you don't have to do thank you for your hospitality. You certainly can choose your own. And it says, well, there's one that says you're invited. I don't send out paper invites. I don't. Anyway, I would do friend. You could even do friend, friend, friend. Stamp it 3 times or something, or friend, friend, friend. Those are just some suggestions. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this edition of Let's Kit Together and the June 2023 Paper Pumpkin Welcome In Suite, or excuse me, Paper Pumpkin Kit. And thank you for another edition of Let's Kit Together. We'll see you soon. Bye.